Welcome to Dr. Dave's weekly healthy bastards health tip. Hey folks, this week's health tip is on acne, which is sort of basically pimples really. There's variations of them, blackheads, comodones or whatever they call them, but really acne is about pimples. But before I tell you about pimples, I just want to mention, you know, there's this brainy bastard called Leonardo da Vinci. And he made a mystery man, Vitruvian Man. Look at this picture here. It's very famous. It was in the Da Vinci Code movie. Well, I want to tell you that here at the Bulls Flying Doctor Service and under the brand of the International Healthy Bastards Club, we've developed Vitruvian Alien. And have a look at this picture here. It's very complex, it's symmetrical, and it has hidden messages. Now, you doommongers can work that out for yourself, but I can't tell you. It's a secret society. You got it? Okay, back to acne. So acne is really a problem of young men, young women, especially teenagers, adolescents. In fact, they reckon 80 to 90% of younger people will get pimples or hicks. And it varies. Most people it's mild like this. However, unfortunately, there's some people who get moderately to severe acne, and it really is an inflammation of the face. You can see this here with the redness and the little pussy pimples. The problem with acne is that no one ever died of acne, but if you don't treat it properly, it can not only just affect your general health, but it leaves scars in your skin that can really last for the rest of your life, and the whole thing can create psychological issues with self-esteem because, you know, like that's a time where you want to look good, especially with young men, young women, and if you've got hicks all over your face, then it actually can really affect you psychologically. What causes acne? Well, really acne is a disease of hair follicles. Have a look at this diagram here. You can see a hair poking out of the skin, and next to it's a little gland. Now, when you go into puberty, this gland produces a lot more sweat or sebaceous sebum, they call it, and it can block up the hair follicle, and what happens then is the blocked up hair follicle harbours bacteria which then form pus, which then becomes the pimple. The important thing is that acne can run in families, so if your mum or dad had quite bad acne, you could too. Some lucky ones, it's not in the family. I think really there's a lot of wives' tales about acne. Really the diet thing's bullshit. Generally, if you've got a reasonable diet, you know, it's not going to affect, bring on pimples. There's no real evidence that chocolate and you know, lots of sugar and that bring it on. It's sort of more a hormonal thing from within your system, okay? So if mummy says if you don't eat your vegetables you're going to get acne, I'm sorry fellas, that's crap. So how do you treat acne? And how do you end up with perfect baby face skin like mine, eh? Look at that, baby. No. Mild acne, what you want to do is clear the crap out of those hair follicles. So you just whiz down to the chemist and they'll give you things with benzoyl peroxide in it, and they'll give you these applications, and you put it on every night or every morning, and that cleans the crap out of the hair follicles. If it's a little bit more severe, then you really need to see a doctor, and they'll prescribe some antibiotics that either go on the skin or some oral antibiotics. If that's not working and it's more severe, then there is other stuff, but this is only a small group of people, and the skin specialist can prescribe this, you know, pretty high-powered stuff, but it's really specialist stuff. But most acne can be dealt with by going and talk to your chemist. They're experts in it, and they'll give you the applications. The important thing is, if you start getting acne, for God's sake, go and get it sorted. Because if you have too many hicks, it does affect you psychologically. You feel, you know, grubby and all this sort of stuff, and you don't need it. So if you've got acne, get it treated, okay? So from Dr. Dave and Vitruvian Alien, see you soon.